Hello
Hello.
there, you're all nice friends, all good friends in Sweden. I am Peter, and
And I'm Panos from ORRA.
we are
Yeah.
ORRA. Our band name is ORRA. So here we are.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, and I will give you some question, and you start the band 2019. Can you tell me something about the start?
All right. We formed the group. We came together as a band in the fall of 2019. I was in the original lineup, and Panos joined later, 3 or 4 months later, and stayed for the recordings and so on. We are the two current permanent members of the band. The other guys, the lineup was changed, and we have many changes. And before came to our current lineup. Not long after our formation, we began rehearsing and working on material for our first album. Of course, we didn't have any thoughts of recordings back then, but as we proceed with the songwriting and the arrangements, we came to a point that we collected all the material and entered the studio in order to record our first album, which was made, of course, during the lockdown.
The
Period of
lockdown
time was our soundtrack of isolation, our pandemic recordings.
Yeah, but I must think it's very hard to make a band in pandemic and make a gig, music gig, and go out and play with the band.
Yes, it's difficult. But we knew each other from other projects in the past. We have been part of other bands in the past, and we knew each one's abilities and limitations or advantages. So it was a non-brainer for us to choose every guy for this band.
Okay, that's yes. So, can you tell me the story about the name?
Yes. Well, the name is ORRA, and it's a Greek word. We are a Greek band, and we thought that it would be better if we get a name from our vocabulary. So ORRA is time in Greek. So time symbolizes the past and the future. So we decided to choose that name, this name for the band. Well, and some details about the about the symbols of the logo is that ORRA, the first letter is omega, and it's exactly how it's written in Greek. And beginning, and omega, of course, is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. Then A is the first. So it's the opposite thing. So omega symbolizes the past, and the A symbolizes the future. So it's a game of past, future, and of course the present.
Okay.
It goes for the two opposite R in the middle.
Yes.
Two R's in the middle. Two different directions. So this continuous movement, time movement.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So then I understand the name title, because I have hard how to say that, understand that name, because I never see that before.
That's good.
Yeah. So after that, you release your first album 14 April.
Right.
Can
Our
you-
first album is Unbounded. It's called Unbounded, and it was released digitally through the DistroKid platform, which connects every release to all the major music distributors and platforms in the internet. It was recorded through the lockdown period of time, the pandemic period of time.
Lockdown.
It was recorded in all through the 2020 and 21. Actually, the recordings began probably before the summer of 2020.
No, it was on March 20.
March, right? On
March 20. Yes.
On March, and it was finished 1 year later.
Yes.
About 1 year later.
And I think that's a really, really fast time, but I understand why, because the lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
So, but
Yes.
what are you thinking about the lockdown? If that not happen, the lockdown, do you think you release your CD 14 April that year?
I think yes.
Yeah, why not? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're moving in a faster tempo anyway. So probably we have already begun recordings for our second album. So
yes. We're recording it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are in recording already in the second album?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Damn.
The songs are
fast.
the songs are almost the first structure of the songs is almost ready, but we have to to make the arrangements, to see the lines, some melodies, and etc. But we are on our second album. The recording of the second album has begun.
Okay, cool.
Production phase, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe we at Veckans Band Med ZeD can play the premiere songs when you release it.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Yes.
We will be very happy about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you send it to me and I will play it for sure.
We'll be in touch and yes, we'll manage it to do that.
So are you all the original members from the start right now in the band? The original.
I go from the start.
Yes.
I go from the start, and Panos actually, he joined the band 4 or 5 months later, something like that. So we are
5 months. Yes, 5 months later. I think. Yes, you can say yes. We are the original members.
Cool. So, have you been in out and playing with the band yet?
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
Playing live. We have to arrange some details with the members of the band because we want 2 other original members.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, we are how to say it? We are very demanding in issues of life.
Yeah.
So we have the demand to have the right equipment, the right places, and for now we are not very anxious to have a live. Sure, we're going to do something like that, but we're not very hurry. for a live show, because we wanted to be as good as it gets. You know, we are not 20 years old to grab a guitar and try to run, you know, everywhere for a live. We've done that before. That does not concern us that much. We want something to be as good as it gets.
Yeah, I can understand that. So, what is your dream with your band? Have you some, like, you know, the big dream you're with the band?
Oh, you know, it's always a down-to-earth thing for us. We are trying to keep this low. We have some expectations, but we are trying to be, you know. Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. We hear you.
Internet connection problem?
I think microphone connection problem.
Yeah, I hear him before, but not now.
Yes. I also. Peter? Something is wrong with something's going on with the microphone.
Yeah. This interview.
It's a funny interview.
Yeah, it's a very funny first interview.
It's nice having a good time.
Yeah, but
whatever we do.
But for me, you know, you two are always welcome.
Yep.
Now I can hear you.
We are very happy about it. Peter, are you okay? We can hear you.
No. Okay, one.
Now.
Okay.
Now we hear you. No.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, we lost him.
Oh, what was the question? Forgot it.
Yeah, what is your big dream with the band?
As Peter said, we are down to earth, so we make our try.
Yeah.
And we know that some of our songs are a little extreme, but it was we discuss about it and we say that we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So a kind of music like we play, it's not you know, for the average audience is not the easiest thing, but we make our try. And is he?
Yes, but I cannot hear him.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what I tell you is what we have discussed also with Peter about that. So we hope that our try will find some nice ears to listen to it. Peter?
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Are you okay?
No, don't say sorry.
I have an issue with my microphone here, and
yeah,
you know,
I said that.
It's a funny interview, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's okay.
So
well, just to tell Peter, I said that that we try, as you said. I said that we are down to earth and that we are trying. We give our try, and our dream is the hope that we find some good ears to listen to our music, and after that, what is going to be is going to be.
Yes, that's the main thing. It's just trying to be creative, to expand our limits, to involve musically, and the main thing here is that we're trying to have, you know, and somehow freedom, and artistic freedom.
Yes.
That is something very rare and difficult to find nowadays, and we faced that problem in other bands and projects in the past. So
yes,
this this is the main thing for us, to be artistically creative and free.
Yeah, I can understand that just that freedom after the pandemic and everything with the lockdown, and now you are free and go and do what you want with the music.
Right.
Yes, music is always a vehicle to freedom. So
I can understand that. And by the way, we got some fan question after this. Do you want to answer that?
fun, so yes.
Yes, sure.
So, it was no festival from 2020 to 2021. And what are you doing from that time?
From 21?
2020.
20 to 21.
Yeah.
It was the period that we began the recordings, that the recordings of the album began. So we worked on the material that you can hear on the first album. And after the recordings, we have the mixing process, the mastering process. It was a creative year for us. Then in 2021, we actually finished the album, the whole production process. Actually, it was finished in the fall of 21. So after that, we began working on some new material, as we previously mentioned, and proceed with all the details of the release.
Okay.
And have some lineup changes in the meantime, which is something that always drives bands back for a certain period of time when someone leaves the band or the lineup changes.
Yeah, I can understand it's happening in the life and you change everything. So
right.
Which song do you think is much happy and fun and play on the stage?
Okay, this is a hypothetical question because we haven't played any gigs with this band. So I think that maybe, every song has its own, so you can pick up, I can personally pick up just one song. So, but I would say that the first song of the album, which is called Prometheus Unbound, it is a trilogy. So I think that it would be very challenging to perform this piece of music live. So I would go with that one personally.
It's the same for you.
I will go. I'll go with the last one. With Modus Hex, the trilogy that ends the first album.
Yeah. So, what is your biggest powers as a band?
Nice question.
Okay.
Now I might, it's not very polite, but I might sound a little selfish, but that's what I think, and I think Petros thinks the same. Our power is that we are experienced musicians, and we've been through many genres, from classical music to progressive metal.
Yeah.
And we have a strong education background in music, which this is something not very often. And this was the basic reason that it was easy for us to finish our first record fast.
Yes, yeah.
You couldn't go in the studio and look in each other and say, "Oh, okay, what to play on the next part." There were no issues about it. You knew what we were doing. So,
and then recording.
Yeah, it was it was professionally. We said we have these songs, we know what we're doing, do it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, I agree with Panos. I agree, and I would like. Yeah, yes, this thing is the main reason that put us together, anyways. Before we have, diverse and strange, perhaps, musical backgrounds, which are we have many different influences.
Yes,
this is very helpful. As far as I'm concerned, this is very helpful for a band to be multi-diverse, and not focused in just one style and limited in one style.
Yeah. So yeah, I can understand that. So I think we have one question just left, and that are after one gig, if you have one gig, what you hope the people bring with them after the gig?
With them?
That's a very good question.
That's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
What they could bring with them in a live situation.
Yes.
I haven't thought of this before.
Yes, me too.
So I would have to answer, theoretically, but perhaps an open mind and positive energy and positive feelings, and of course an open mind in order to understand all these things that we are trying to transfer through a live situation, performing live.
Yeah,
I could just add something on it that now is coming to my mind, and I think we're going to agree. Our music and the lyrics, they have some messages. So if someone from the audience can get something out of this, this would be very positive.
Yeah,
there is always a meaning. What we are doing, as we said before, we have the musical education, but we also have a background, a culture that can help us to pass a few messages to the people. It's a game of freedom again.
Yeah, the freedom is the most important thing.
Of course. Let's say a message of freedom, and give them motive to search for some things that might be interesting. That's all.
Then I say thanks for this interview, but I have coming to the last part of my show, and that's our. I always asking the band if Tom will give the next band a question. What will that be?
Next band?
The
band that comes after us.
Exactly.
Okay.
Also a very difficult question.
That's
worse.
One thing, you never know what is it for band.
Yes,
so, of course.
You don't know. You never know.
I don't know the band.
Okay, I have to think this. Just give me a second. Okay.
Yes.
What I would not ask them about their influences, because it's something that almost everyone asks us. What are my influences, or what are my favorite guitar players, or my favorite singer, or drummer, or bass player? I would probably ask them something about their goals, their mentality.
Yeah.
What kept them together as a band and made them to form the band, and what makes them continue to perform.
Yeah.
If it's
That's a
an old
good
established
question.
band, for instance. So something like that.
Yeah, I think I understand the question, and it's a really great question. So,
Thank you.
do you want to say anything to everyone want to see this interview?
Just to simple things, just to enjoy the music, and if they get a message, just keep it and think about it.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's all.
I would
Then-
say that music never stops. They would try. Someone had to try to be original, to find a voice on his own, because music is generally an extension of someone, of a person. So everyone should evolve and move forward, and let time decide in many things, for many things, because time is is the wisest of all counselors.
Yeah.
As Pericles said. So never be in a hurry. Everyone seems to be in a hurry nowadays. So let things come their way, and just be there to evolve with them.
Yeah, that's true. And I have to say thanks for you accept my invite to this interview, because I am really glad we can do that 2 times.
Yes.
We too. Funny. It's really funny.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
Then I stopped the recording.